Plasma describes her idea, this like travel jet setter look to Nymphia, and Nymphia does not seem impressed, but also Nymphia doesn't have an idea herself. So like, why are you judging someone's idea? You don't even have an idea. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. And also, Saphira is having her Asia O'Hara Trinity the Tuck syndrome. She's going out there, she's helping Maya sew up her look and teaching her how to put on a zipper and really helping her and considering other girls before themselves. And I think that's admirable. That's very sweet. But competition. These bitches. I'm I'm a Trinity is the queen. I've done 2 seasons of Drag Race with Trinity. Trinity is good though. She will like she's doing hers and helping you at the same time. Like Trinity is not like leaving herself behind to finish your shit like Asia did on season 10. Trinity is making her stuff and also helping you, but prioritizing herself and helping you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, what? Because like it seemed like Saphira wanted to make this coat. Obviously, the coat never got made.
Mhm.
Clearly, the coat never made it to the runway. But she did help Maya make this cat suit, which ended up in the bottom anyway. Which I could have been and told her that the cat's gonna put in the bottom. And even
Wait,
though she
why?
made the cat suit,
Why could you have been there and told her that?
because the fabric was hideous, and we'll get to the garment. I'll tell you why. But let's talk about more about this sewing stuff going on in the room. Jane and Geneva are having this little moment, right? And it seems like Jane is trying to get under Geneva's skin, or just trying to get some fabric from her or something, or trying to get her to give her something, right?
Mm-hmm. It is. Well, I mean, but I can't tell if it's like more like mind games, and Jane is trying to, since she's in her nice era, she's gonna be a nice girl now. She's like trying to like subliminally trick Geneva and get under her skin.
I feel like the girls on Drag Race who say they're trying to play mind games are like not really playing mind games, because real mind games are like what Nymphia did on that first sewing challenge. That's a mind game. When Nymphia was like, I'm just so stressed out, I don't know what I'm doing, then she won the challenge. That's a mind game. But come over and being like, hey sister, which a lot of girls do, what are you doing? That's just kind of like girlfriends kikiing and having a good time. You know what I mean? But what Nymphia did and her first win, that was a real mind game.
Yeah, I agree. Opinion. Well, also Geneva is just a mess. She wasted all of that red fabric. Like I'm like, what? She wasted all that fabric, then had to resort to using the same blue fabric that PJ and Plasma are using. I'll be so annoyed. I'm like, no, you cannot use my fabric. PJ already used some. I don't want somebody else myself. I'm like, no, you cannot use my fabric. So now what?
Well, Geneva has some taste issues, in my opinion.
Girl.
Like, I feel like her drag is always, because of her body and the way that she dresses herself, she always looks like a toddler's in tiaras.
Inch high, private eye.
Like she always looks like one of Honey Boo Boo's friends. Like, and
Honey Boo Boo
obviously that's not something you ever seen. Ginger Minge doesn't look that way, and Ginger Minge is probably shorter than she is. But Ginger Minge understands. I think Ginger Minge understands how to dress.
Oh yeah,
more
for sure.
Age appropriate. I don't know how to describe it. Ginger Minge doesn't look like a toddler's in tiaras.
Yeah,
unless she's intentionally trying to look like that. And I'm trying to think of other short, round people like MIB. Miss Isabel Brooks never looks like a toddler's in tiaras. So it's not true. Her.
Well, but
it's the way she's
short in real life.
She's not tall.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no relation. Yeah, I don't know.
Jane Dior Fierce is short. She does not like a toddler. It's the way Geneva's always dressing that makes her look like a toddler's in tiaras, and I can't stand it. I do not. It really upsets me.
Also,
anyway, Jane goes through it. Go ahead.
Her wearing those contacts out of drag when she gets started, the swirler, when she gets eliminated. I don't know. I just can't. Geneva just really cringes me out sometimes. Anyway, go ahead.
So let's go over. So Jane finally does go over to Plasma, who is consumed with making her jet set 1960s oppression garment, and while she's trying to uphold Jim Crow laws, Jane sneaks in and steals about a yard and a half of this blue fabric, which, by the way, the fabric is really beautiful. I can see why so many people were drawn to it, but also, like, I don't know how Q got the best. Like, every fabric Q had was so good. Every one of them. It looks so. We'll get there in a second. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, you're about to kid. You're talking about one. You done jumped to 3 different things. I can't even keep up with you. Did you do a bump before this episode?
maybe.
I
Do you
I
think
wrote down
go ahead.
Plasma. Of course, Plasma went as Dorothy for Halloween, and of course she had the little shoes to pick up and show us in the frame. Like, of course,
Yeah.
Plasma is further proof that if you support your children's bull, they're gonna turn out gay as hell, and you're gonna end up with a Plasma.
And successful. Look at Plasma go. Do you believe Nymphia when she says that she is uninspired? Because in Untucked, she kind of like, no, it is part of my thing. Part of my thing is like being stressed out.
I mean, yeah, I think that Nymphia. I mean, do I believe her? I have to take her at her word. I mean, if she says that's part of her process, then work. Some people need to be like, ugh. Well, I mean, we both have. We know people that are they be stressed out just to be stressed out. They be like, calm down and take a beat and think. Like, I have people that it's just part of their crazy. She just be like, ugh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and the house is falling apart, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like that's just how some people are.
That's true.
Yeah.
Megami is offering help to Plasma, and Plasma is like, she's like giving her notes. She's like, maybe take that part off. And honestly, I like Megami. Megami helps a lot of people, but isn't like over the top about it. And it doesn't seem to really be getting displayed. Like it's getting airtime and it's getting talked about on Twitter, but it's not part of the conversation that Megami's helping a lot of people with a lot of things.
I'm not discounting that. I don't know who are all these people that she's always helping.
Well, she helped. She wrote Nymphia's verse. She helped with the choreography. She helped.
Did she with the choreography? That was Plasma.
No, the choreography the last time, Geneva was like, Megami was like, you didn't see, we read Megami's tweet about the thing last time.
It was she wrote Nymphia's verse. I mean, she wrote Nymphia's and she helped Geneva edit her. She didn't do choreo though.
Oh, well, she helps a lot of people. What I'm saying, she helps a lot of people, and it seems to not be getting part of the storyline.
But Bob he keep making this Mother Teresa. Mother Megami over here.
I don't know. I don't know. But because of this whole thing, Plasma, Geneva, and Jane all end up using the exact same fabric for the majority of their garment, which is obviously a problem. And then as they're getting their makeup done, Maya asks Geneva, what's your theme? And she's like, Texas edition. Because everything's bigger in Texas, but I'm the smallest thing in Texas. So no one's smaller than me, but everything else is big. And then Maya asked her the most smartest question. She goes, why don't you just do the leg hair thing? And she was like, oh, well, it takes a long time. Okay, bitch, doesn't this all take a long time? Like, you could have done your legs at the hotel.
Yeah.
It's gel. Don't you do it in gel?
In gel.
You could have done your leg. You could have done your, and we've never seen anything like that on Drag Race. And it's like her whole TikTok on social media.
Yeah.
Like, we never got to see this infamous like leg hair. And honestly, that sounds camp. It sounds funny. And I was like, Maya ate. Maya was like, the legs.
And then also the doll, you put 3 strands of hair in the doll and you got leg hair in the doll. It's not going to take you forever to do the doll.
Or just take a Sharpie and draw it. Take a pen and draw it.